Okay, so last class we finished. Do you remember where we finished last class?
You put the image in the chat. Mm,
Oh, it's in the chat.
in
Yes.
in grammar, verb tense review.
Yes. I think it's this one. Okay, let's continue here. Number
Number
8,
8.
please.
Yeah. Okay. Well, number 8. We often use the present perfect with words like already, yet, just, presently, and lately. Nick says, I've already told you. We can also use the present perfect continuous, have plus been plus the verb plus ing, to talk about something that started in the past and continues to the present. And Talia says, I've been thinking about this all day.
Okay, great. So here, when you use these words, you could say, I don't know. I've just told you. Or I have recently told you. Or I haven't told you yet. Okay, so you could use any of these options, like this is very important to know. Okay, let's see here. This is called the adverbs of frequency. Okay, so here, like, I don't know. Say, I don't know. I have, well, here you have all the examples. I have already told you. I have lately. You could say any of these. Okay. And in this one, you can use the present perfect continuous to talk about things that started in the past and continue till now. Like, I don't know. I've been reading a book for a week. Or I've been running all day. That means that I started running and I'm still running. And in the other one, I started reading a book and I'm still reading the book. Okay, so the verb tense like continues to until now. Okay, any questions?
Um, it is correct to say, I just told you in the past.
Yes,
In,
I just told you. Yes, of course.
so the just is not only for present perfect,
Yes, it's not.
right?
Yes, it's not.
Okay. Mm, hey, teacher, no questions.
Okay, so let's continue here with 10 and 11.
Okay, as with the present perfect, we often use the present perfect continuous with for and since. Talia has been working on this story for a few days. She has been working on the story since last since last Monday. Remember, we usually don't use continuous forms with non-action verbs. We do not say Talia has been having a headache all day. Number 11, we can use be going to or will to talk about the future. Talia says, I'll call you tomorrow. Talia is going to call her mother tomorrow.
Great. So we use the present perfect uh, with for and with since. Oftentimes, the present perfect continues. Like I don't know. I have been playing soccer for 4 hours. I have been reading book since since last Sunday. Okay, so and of course we don't use continuous forms with non-action verbs. As you remember, we've seen non-action verbs. We don't use
Mhm.
continuous forms with them. And we can also use be going to or will to talk about the future. I'll call you tomorrow. Tally's gonna call her mother tomorrow. Or like I'll travel uh tomorrow. I don't know. Travel tomorrow. Okay, I don't know if you've got any questions here with 10 or 11.
Mm, have we talked about differences between will and going to? Or no?
Is there a difference? Are you saying like the question is if there's a
Uh,
difference, right?
yes, because I remember that sometimes one of them was used when the decision is in the moment or something like that.
Yes, like be going to is stronger. Yes, be going to is stronger. So when you say you are going to do something, that's something that most likely is gonna happen. Uh, and will is like less strong, but that's only in theory, okay? So that's only in theory because in practice there's no difference. Okay, so like in theory, there's some books that say that be going to is something that is gonna happen soon, or it's gonna express a plan. This is for
Mhm.
plans. And
Yes.
will is like to show, like to express a promise or a prediction or something that you want to do in the future. But in reality, that's in theory, that's in books, but in reality, there is no difference. Okay. So that's one of the things that you learn in grammar, but really it doesn't make even sense, to be honest with you. Nobody really knows the difference. Like people who talk English, like people who talk in English, they don't really like if they speak in English, they don't really know the difference that we learn, right? We learn this difference, but nobody really cares about this difference. Okay, and not even in real articles. In let me show you something. Okay, let's see if we can find out. But I promise that that's something that let's say a news article. Uh,
So in the TOEFL, it doesn't occur neither.
I would say it doesn't matter, to be honest. I don't know if they know this alleged difference. I don't think so. Uh, Let me show you there if we can find an article that has will or be going to, and let's see. I don't think that it really. I don't think these writers know this uh, so-called difference. I don't think so. Okay, so these are supposed to be the best writers. Washington Post. Let's see if we can read this. Will. INT. So here you have like will become the most small changes will be great over the time. Will be greater. Okay, so here hold up. Okay, I don't think there's a difference. I said, hold on. I'm trying to find like real evidence here. Uh, okay, like here, you can see here, and the American people are going to find here, are going to find. So this is something that is a prediction, and they're using going to. Okay, so it doesn't make sense really, right? So it's not like as I said, I don't think they really know this difference. This LS difference. No. Okay, so as far as the water's ability to get out, it's going to have to literally take Pensacola Bay. Uh, Here they're using going to as well. So really, as I said, they really they don't really have the difference, okay? It's not like in theory. I've also heard that difference between will and going to, but it's not real. Okay, like nobody really knows that. Okay, so nobody really cares about that difference. So that's something very important. And I don't believe that the TOEFL teachers are gonna know that either, because it's a very small difference. I would say that nobody really knows this thing, this so-called difference. Okay. Any other question?
No, it's okay.
That's why in this book they don't mention this difference. There are some
Yeah,
books like
I
this one,
realized
they
that.
don't really mention
Mhm.
it because it's not like clear. Maybe something happened here. So we're gonna go to grammar, negative yes, no questions.
Hi. Isn't learning grammar fun? You enjoy grammar, don't you? These are examples of a negative yes-no question and a tag question. Wouldn't you like to learn more about them? Great. Let's begin.
Let's read.
Okay, number one, we use negative yes-no questions to check information. We expect the answer to be yes. Are Uni Crawford the solar star? Yes. To form a negative yes-no question, we add not to the verb be or the auxiliary verb. a form of do or have, or a modal such as can or should. We almost always use a contraction short form. Are you Nick Crawford?
Okay, so
Aren't
here,
you Nick Crawford?
yes, aren't you? Yes.
Mhm.
So here, like we use, well, let's read everything that I'm gonna tell you. Okay, 3 and 4.
We also use tag questions to check information. Nick says, I told you about the commercial, didn't I? Okay. A tag question is made of a statement and a tag. Talia says, you went to a restaurant, didn't you? You went to a restaurant is the statement, and didn't you is the tag. And number 5, and notice that the subject of the tag is the same as the subject of the statement. Nick says, you were in my class, weren't you? We only use pronouns in the tag. Kicks are cool, aren't they? We do not say cakes are cool, aren't kicks. Number 6, when the statement is affirmative, the tag is negative. You were in my class, weren't you? You were in my class is affirmative. The tag weren't you is negative. Notice that the tag for I am is aren't I? I'm right, aren't I? Okay, number 7, when the statement is negative, the tag is affirmative. You weren't in my class, were you? You weren't in my class is negative. The tag were you is affirmative. Number 8, the tag always has a form of the verb be or an auxiliary, a form of do or have or a modal such as can or should. If the statement has the verb be or an auxiliary verb, we use the same verb in the tag. Okay. You're a big soccer fan, aren't you? You don't trust me, do you? We can meet again, can't we? Can we? If the statement does not have a form of the verb be or an auxiliary verb, we must use a form of do in the tag. I know you, don't I? Remember that the form of do in the tag must be in the same tense as the verb in the statement. We studied together for the final, didn't we? Okay. Number 9, we answer negative yes-no questions and tag questions the same way we answer affirmative yes-no questions. If the information is correct, we say yes. If the information is wrong, we say no. Aren't you a reporter? Yes, I am. I am a reporter for Newsline. No, I am not. I'm a researcher. You're a reporter, aren't you? Yes, I am. Well, I am a reporter for Newsline. No, I'm not. I'm a researcher.
Okay, great. So, here we use these tag questions to check information when we expect the answer to be yes. Like I could say, aren't you Nadia? You would say yes, right? Because I'm pretty sure you are Nadia, right? Or I don't know if we saw a cop. Aren't you a cop? It's like it's like saying something that you are like very sure the other person is gonna say yes. Okay? So that's very important with negative yes no questions. To form a negative yes no question, we add not to the verb or the auxiliary verb. Okay? And we almost always use the contraction. Like you could say, I don't know. Let me put it right here. Like, shouldn't we be in class? Or don't you uh mm, mm, uh, don't you hate pizza? Or isn't that person Talia? Uh, Okay, so here you have some negative yes no questions like, shouldn't we be in class? Okay, so that's a negative yes no question, right? Because I'm saying that we should be in class right now.
Mhm.
Don't you hate pizza? I'm pretty sure you hate pizza. That's why I'm asking. Isn't that person Italian? I'm pretty sure that person is Italian. Okay, so that's why I use the negative yes no question, because I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. Okay. Uh, I don't know if there's any question.
If, for example, I see a person eating pizza, and I thought that he or she hated that, mm, it's okay to say, "Don't you hate pizza? Pizza? Why are you eating that?" For example.
Yes. Don't you hate pizza? Yes, of course, it's okay. Don't you hate pizza? Why are you eating that? Yes.
Okay. Okay. No questions in that part.
Okay, great. Let's move on. We also use tag question to check information. Okay, so here a tag question is made of a statement and a tag. Okay, I don't know. Let's say I ate pizza, or we ate pizza. Let's say we ate pizza.
Didn't we?
Didn't we? Right? Or I have called you. Haven't I? Right? Or we love tacos. Don't we? Or he doesn't like to play poker. Does he? Right? So basically, we use this to check information. Okay. I always use this, I guess. When I talk, I always use this. Like, didn't we do this? Didn't we advance this part? Okay, so it's like I'm checking information. So when you try to check information, you can use negative yes, no questions and tag questions. Okay, I don't know if there's any question with 3 and 4.
No, teacher. Continue.
Okay, great. So let's move on to 5. Notice that the subject in this tag is the same as the subject of the statement, as we said. So here, if you realize, the subject we is the same one. We. I. We. He. And also it could be like, I don't know, Talia is smart, isn't she? Right? So here we're using the same subject, but in this case I'm using a pronoun, right? So you need to use like you cannot say isn't Talia, that'd be wrong. Okay, so you need to use the pronoun there. I don't know if there's any question with number 5.
No, teacher.
Okay, let's move on to number 6 and 7. And the statement is affirmative, tag is negative. Yes, so you need to use the opposite here, as you saw here. So here, like, we ate pizza. This is affirmative. Tag is negative, didn't we? I have called you, haven't I? The same. So, okay, great. And then when the statement is negative, the tag is affirmative. The same. He doesn't like to play poker, does he? Negative, and here affirmative. Okay, any questions? 6 and 7?
No.
Okay, let's do 8. The tag always has a form of the verb be or an auxiliary. A form of do or have or a model such as can or should. If the statement has the verb be or an auxiliary verb, we use the same verb in the tag. Okay, like here. You're a big soccer fan, aren't you? So here we're using the verb be. You don't trust me, do you? We're using do. We can meet again, can't we? Okay, so here we're using the auxiliary, the model. The model can, right? So, like, I don't know, say like, I should be, I don't know, I should be, I should be, I should be hired. Shouldn't I?
Shouldn't. Mhm.
Right? So it's the same. So in this case, we use the model should, but in negative. If the statement doesn't have a form of be or an auxiliary verb, we must use the form of do in the tag. Okay, so basically they're saying like if they say like, I don't know, he sings very well.
Mhm. That's
Well,
an
here
issue.
is like doesn't he, right? Because sings is not the verb be, it's not an it's not a model, it's not like it's the simple present, doesn't have any auxiliary type verb. So that's why we use do. Okay, doesn't he? Okay, any question number 8?
No, it's clear.
Okay, so we answered negative yes, no questions, and tag questions the same way, way we answered affirmative yes, no questions. Okay, so here, like, we ate pizza. Uh, didn't we? And if you want to say yes, it's yes, right? Yes, we did. The same way, right? Or if I ask you, let's say, let's do the opposite, right? Yes, we did. Have I have called you, haven't I? No, you haven't.
No.
Right. So this is like negative. Okay, so we're not expecting to be answered like this, but sometimes it happens. We love tacos, don't we?
It will be no, I haven't, right?
I have
No.
called you, haven't I? No, you haven't, because somebody's asking, I have called you, haven't I?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Of course. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
we love tacos, don't we? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Doesn't like to play poker, does he? Yes, he does. Alice is smart, isn't she? No, she isn't. Okay, so it's the same way, like affirmative answers yes, and negative you answer with no. Okay, any other question here? Number 9.
Can you back to your examples?
Okay.
In he doesn't like to play poker. Does he? It will be if I respond negative. It will be mm,
No, he doesn't.
no, he doesn't.
Yes, no, he doesn't. He doesn't like to play poker. Does he? No, he doesn't.
Yes,
Yes, it's no, he doesn't.
he doesn't. And the positive will be yes, he does. Right.
Yes, he does. Yes.
Mhm. Okay. In number 8, in the rules, I think I saw a rule that said that with the with the subject is I, for example, mm, the tag is aren't I think I don't
Which one?
know. In the in the rule said that in the tag question is aren't I. I think that
Okay.
um
Yes.
yes, in 6, right? No, this is the
Okay.
aren't I
Yes.
one. Okay, yeah, I wanted to verify. Okay, it's clear, teacher.
Okay. Oh, with I. With I is aren't. Yes. With I is aren't. I don't know why. Uh,
Okay.
yes. With I is aren't. Uh. hmm. Yes, but everything here is correct. I don't know, like,
Yes,
uh,
teacher. I
yes. So
put it
this
up.
is like the only one.
Yes,
Okay, so
exception.
this is an exception. Yes, like I don't know. Uh, like I am tall, aren't I? Yes, you are. No, you aren't. Okay, so that's the thing with I. Okay, any other question?
No, teacher, is clear.
Okay, great. Let's move on. Negative yes, no questions. Let's do this one. Verb plus object plus infinitive. Okay, let's read 1 and 2.
Okay, number 1, some verbs are followed directly by an infinitive. 2 plus the base form. Nick agreed to do a commercial. Some verbs must be followed by an object, a noun or pronoun, before the infinitive. Nick says she convinced me to make a commercial.
Continue, please.
Number 3, some verbs can be followed directly by an infinitive or by an object and an infinitive. I I want to appear in a commercial. I want you to appear in a commercial. Mhm.
Great. So here, if you remember, I sent you a link. I don't know if you remember this link that we saw, right? So
Yes.
some verbs are followed by a gerund, some verbs are followed by an infinitive,
Oh,
and some
yes.
verbs are followed by gerunds or infinitives, both. And there
Okay.
are some that are followed by both, but they have some difference in meaning.
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, they're talking about that. Some verbs are followed by an infinitive, and some uh, must be followed by an object. Okay, so there are some verbs that must be followed by an object before the infinitive. Okay, so here, by infinitive, there are some verbs that must be followed. Let me get that list. Verbs. Um, Okay, so here we have some examples of verbs followed by objects and infinitives. Advise, allow, ask, beg, cause, command, compel, encourage, accept, forbid, force, get, hate, help, instruct, intend, invite, live, like, love, mean, need, oblige, order, permit, prefer, recommend, remind, request, teach, tell, tempt, trouble, want, warn, wish. Any questions regarding this list? Any word that you don't understand?
Mm, It is the pronunciation is oblige.
Oblige,
Um,
yes.
oblige.
Yes, that's right. Oblige. So that means that you're like
To force something
obligating somebody.
or someone.
Yes.
Okay. It is the same to as obligate.
Yes, it will be the same basically.
Okay. Oblige. Yeah, the questions.
Okay. Okay,
Go.
so here I'm gonna send you this list. But
Follow
it's
by
gonna
the
be
way.
pretty obvious to you. So for instance, I never memorized this list to be honest with you, because it's pretty obvious which ones can take an object. Okay, so but you'll have the list anyways. Okay, and finally, with some verbs can be followed directly by an infinitive or by an object and an infinitive. I want you to appear in a commercial, or I want to appear in a commercial, and I want you to appear. It's the same list. Here is the same one. Want. Okay, so uh uh that's it's the same list. Okay, so some of them you can use without an object. And some of them you can use like well, some of them you can use uh with an object, right? Okay, so any questions there?
No, teacher. It's okay.
Okay, so where's this? Okay, so I'm gonna assign this to you. So today, so last class we reviewed, so it's 2, 3, and 4.
Mm,
Okay, so on Sunday, okay, let's see.
mm, mm,
Yes, on Sunday we must take the A2 and A3. I'm sorry, A1 and A2 quiz. Okay, because that's our fourth
okay.
class on Sunday.
Okay.
Okay, so, but the homework, it could be for Monday, for Tuesday if you want. Or do you want all the homework for the end of the module? But that's a lot. Depends on you.
I think it will be better because the
Like
next week I
everything?
will be very busy. Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I think it can be uh for Monday 13.
13? Okay, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
For Tuesday
Because
would be. For Tuesday.
okay. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, okay, Tuesday 14. Okay, I'm gonna sign everything then. Okay, hold up.
So this Sunday I have 2 quizzes, right? Okay.
Yes, A1 and A2.
Mhm.
We're gonna take the last hour to do that one.
Okay.
Okay. So
This hour.
because we're gonna have 2 hours, right?
Mm,
On Sunday we said that we
oh,
were gonna have 2 hours, remember?
because tomorrow we
Tomorrow
don't have class, right?
we don't have, yes.
Yes, yes, yeah, I remember now.
So the last one is gonna be for the quiz. Okay, so let me assign everything here.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
Here, and I'm gonna do the quiz. Tuesday 14, we're gonna have, okay, here. Okay, so let's move on. We're gonna go to A2. Let's read this.
Okay, listening, predict people's opinions, listen for specific information about events and times, listen to understand people's strategies in conversations, listen to understand guidelines at a company orientation, speaking, asking about problems, talking about problems, suggesting a solution, responding to suggest solutions. Grammar, the passive, quantifiers, a lot of, a few, a little, many, much. Verb plus gerund of verb plus infinitive. Pronunciation, falling intonation for statements and WH questions. And stressed words is, was. Reading and vocabulary, getting the meaning from context, understanding main ideas and details. Writing, pre-writing technique, make a cluster diagram, task, write a biographical paragraph, and give your opinion about a successful person's EQ. Skill, draw a conclusion.
Okay, so here we have some things that I wanna. It's suggested. Suggested.
Suggest,
Suggested. Suggested.
suggested,
Suggested. Yes, not suggest.
suggest,
Suggested, yes. Suggested
Suggested.
solutions.
Okay,
Here is
suggest.
vocabulary. I don't know how you pronounce this, but vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
No, you say
Yeah,
vocabulary.
vocabulary.
No. Vocabulary. Vocabulary. You say vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
No, vocabulary. It's like vocabulary. Vocabulary. Yes,
vocabulary.
Yes, vocabulary.
Okay. Vocabulary.
Yes, vocabulary. Then you have like details. You see details. Details.
Details and details.
Yes, this one is paragraph, not paragraph. It's paragraph.
Paragraph.
Paragraph, yes. Paragraph. And successful. Successful. Yes, not successful. Successful, like with A. This like this is you, but it's like an A. Okay, successful. Okay, so any questions? Other question regarding vocabulary?
No. Okay.
No? Okay, let's go to summary. Let's read, please.
Video listening. Watch the video and answer questions about the information and ideas in it. Learn more about body language and other cultural aspects of the video. Vocabulary. Learn the meanings and usage of these phrases with line. Along the same lines, be out of line, down the line, drop someone a line, get a line on something, give someone a line, lay it on the line, read between the lines, take a hard line, the bottom line. Okay, speaking, learn expressions you can use to ask about problems. What's the matter? Talk about problems. I am worried about Nick. Okay. Suggest a solution. Maybe you could get some help from Amy. Respond to a suggested solution. That's a great idea. Grammar. Learn to express yourself using the passive. The recording was edited, I think. Quantifiers. A lot of, a few, a little, many, much. Nick has a lot of friends on the team. Verb plus gerund or verb plus infinitive. Patty remembered seeing Dan yesterday. Amy remembered to see Patty at the health club. Task listening. Listen to the guidelines given to new customer service representatives at their job orientation. Put the information into the correct place in a chart. Pronunciation. Practice your pronunciation of following intonation for statements and WH questions. I need to see you. What's going on? Unstressed words is was. This is amazing. It was strict. Read an article about IQ, intelligence quotient, and EQ, emotional quotient, at work. On the web, research successful people, write a short biography of a successful person, and draw conclusions about the person. Research.
Okay, so you suggest, like with
Suggest.
a, suggest, like yeah, like successful,
Suggest.
right? Suggest, like with a.
Suggest. Okay.
Yes. Then is Dean, that one. Then this one. This one is article. Article. Like without the T. Article.
Article.
Yeah, it's not article or article. It's article. Article.
Article.
Like article, yes. With an
Article.
article. Yes. Like without the T, without even the T, without the
The
D.
article.
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 Yes,
Article.
article. And this is research, not research, research.
And the verb and the noun is pronounced research, right?
Yes, research.
Okay, research. Research. Article. Suggest. And suggest but plus ed is suggested, right?
Suggested, yes.
Suggest. Okay.
Yes.
How do you pronounce quotient? Intelligence quotient?
Where is that?
Here.
Quotient. That is
Quotient.
quotient. Yes, quotient.
Okay. Quotient. The meanings of this along the same lines. What is that?
Along the same lines?
Yes.
When you're talking about like something that is the same, like along the same lines, or talking about this thing, like you're saying like basically that it's similar. Okay, like when I say like uh I want to design along the lines or along the same lines of your house. If I said that, it'd be like I want to design that's similar to your house, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Any other one?
Be out of line.
Be out of line is like to misbehave.
Okay. Okay. Down the line. Down the line.
In the future. That's a very important
Oh.
one. Down the line, very used in the future.
Okay, down the line. Drop someone a line.
Drop someone a line. Where's that one? Drop someone a line. Okay, so basically that means that when you're trying to say like you're trying to like write a letter basically. Like I don't know, like if I said drop me a line, that means write me a letter. Right? So I could say that to somebody who's going on a trip, right? Drop me a line when you're there.
Okay.
Yes, write me a letter.
Get a line on something. I don't know.
Get a line of something. That means that to get information about something or someone. Okay, like if
Example.
like I don't know. Did the police manage to get a line of that person? That means that did they get any information on that person?
Okay. Okay. Understood. Give someone a line.
Give someone a line is very similar to
Drop someone a line.
uh, no, it's more like mm, so it would be like when you're trying like to lead someone like mm, to basically to I don't know if you know the meaning of deceive.
Deceive is
It's to lie, to fraudulently to be fraudulent about things. When I say like don't pay attention to that person, he keeps everyone aligned. He's always that means that he's always like he's always lying. If I said
okay.
he keeps everyone aligned, that means like he always lies to everyone.
Okay.
I don't know if you get it.
Oh, what did you say the other word? Deceive?
Deceive, yes.
Deceive.
Deceive. Let me write that one.
Yes.
This one is like to cheat, to be like to like to swindle. You know the meaning of swindle? To defraud. To defraud.
Okay.
Deceive.
Okay. Okay. I understand.
Any other?
Lay it on the line.
Lay it on the line, that means to speak very honestly to someone. Like
I confess or something like that.
yes, to be like instead of saying let me be very frank with you, I could say let me lay it on the line. Right? Instead of saying let me be very frank with you, I could say let me lay it on the line. That means I will be frank with you.
Okay. And take a hard line. Let's look at that one.
Take a hard line, and that means that you're taking like a stand. You're being severe. You're being rude. No, not severe. You're being like yes, you're being severe. Like I don't know. If I say the government wants to take a hard line against the drug dealers, that means they want to be severe, right? They want to be tough.
Right. Yes. Okay. That's all.
No problem. Let's continue then. Okay, so we're gonna watch the video here. Can you please read this?
Okay, Talia goes to see Tony, her boss at Newsline. Tony is waiting anxiously for Talia to complete her story about Nick Crawford. He wants to run the story on the news as soon as possible. Talia has just received a report from an audio expert about the audio file that was sent to Newsline. She needs to ask Tony for more time to complete the story. Look at the picture. Talia is talking with her boss, Tony. Predict. Which of the following lines do you think Tony says? I just spoke to Nick. He was strict. I don't get it. Who's behind this? So now, what's your plan? I have an idea. I need some help from Amy. You can have another day on this. Maybe. So now, what's your plan? And you can have another day on this.
Okay.
Tony, I need to see you. I have to bring you up to speed on the Nick Crawford story.
Come in. What's going on?
I just spoke to Nick. He was tricked. The audio file was edited. He didn't take a bribe, it just sounds that way.
Well, what does your audio expert say?
Spencer, the audio guy, he was able to verify that it's all definitely Nick's voice, but he also said the audio file was clearly edited. Background frequencies didn't match.
And he's certain about this.
99.9%. You know these tech guys, they never say 100%.
But I don't get it. Who's behind this?
One of Nick's teammates, Dean Bishop. He resents being in Nick's shadow. He wants to be the only star on the team.
Of course. Bottom line is, being the star is worth a lot of money. Big contract, endorsements.
Yeah, but it's beyond money with Dean. He comes from money. It seems that Dean wants the fame, the prestige.
And he doesn't want anyone to stand in his way. Brutal. So, what's your plan now?
I have an idea. I need some help from Amy.
Fine. You can have another day on this, and we won't run the story yet. But one more thing, Talia. I hope you're not emotionally involved in this story.
Me? Emotionally involved.
I know you want to clear Nick's name because you two have a bit of history. But if you want to have a career in journalism, you always have to remember to stay objective.
Okay, great. So, yes, you were right here. You were right here. And also this one.
And
I don't know.
I don't get it. Yes, who's behind it?
Yes, okay. So, we're gonna finish here. Realizing number 2. I'm gonna see you on Sunday. We're gonna have the first hour. We're gonna do the grammar, and then you're gonna have the quiz. B1 and B2. Okay, so let's please do the poll, and then you can leave. So we're gonna finish there. I'm gonna see you on Sunday.